Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here, Yeehaw, and this is how to win a match from behind. This was a really tough game. We were getting stomped a bit early. What you're gonna see here is actually a top win rate build from Machamp. I think the reason Machamp still has a good win rate even inside this Zacian meta is because of its Unite move. This was a really tough game and it can show you what you need to do when you're behind. There are a few mistakes we make and I will show you that. I'm actually gonna be watching this along with you essentially because I didn't record myself playing it. I was just recording video of the match, so I hope you enjoy it. All right, here we go. I am Machamp heading into the bottom path here. I'm paired up with Cookie Dough in the bottom path playing a Clefable. Just getting our experience right here. Need to get a little bit so I could stack. There we go. We got 4. I'm gonna run through these bottom bushes. Maybe they won't see me, just panning my camera over to see if I can see anything going on over here. I get a quick steal of that right there, and I score 6 in their face. I think this could be a tough fight. I'm waiting for my Karate Chop to come back up, and I get that. And now I decide whether I'm gonna stack or not. And I think, I pull back here because I'm worried that they're gonna KO me right away. They almost do. I use my eject button to get out, grab a berry, and then I decide to go back in and fight Duraludon. I think I can chase him down here. He doesn't have great, mobility, excuse me. And I follow it in. Cookie Dough picks up the nice KO there. And score, Cookie scores. And here comes our jungler. I'm playing as a trio right now. Nice big KO. And we now have 4 stacks here. So I've got the Eos, Cookie, and the attack weight. And when you're double stacking, I mean, it's one of the only times you can really just kind of sacrifice yourself for some of these stacks because they're just so monumentally important. I'm deciding whether or not I can go in on this Duraludon, jeez, Jake. Whether or not I can go in on this Pokemon with a D name. And I decided to back off. I probably could have pushed forward and got the KO right there. I just didn't know where Venusaur was, and I didn't want to start throwing. So let's see. 8 minutes 20 seconds. I know I want to be in the center for the 8 o'clock fight, but then again, if I can make something big happen here, that would be great. There was a little snap back. I missed my Karate Chop. Devastating. Scoring 19. Made up for it. Pulling back here, and then I decided to keep this fight going and possibly pick up a KO right here. I don't know if I get it. I do get 1, and it looks like they pick up Cookie Dough there. My chat wheel came up for some reason. I have no idea why. Trying to score again, score in their face, and that's all 6 stacks. And now we've got, so something else that was happening in this match, I forgot to mention it, is one of our allies gets upset, this Slowbro here, and he starts full-on trolling the team and taking our center area experience. It was like, of course, always. You always have some player who gets upset. The enemies fully crash bottom goal here. I call for a gather, but there's really no one in sight. There's not much anyone can do here because our team is, clearly they're fighting over center area right now. I try to stop them from scoring a little bit here and keep myself alive, but I just get in too deep. I should have just pulled back right there. That was a mistake, and now we can see one of our allies spinning around. So this is one of those really tough games, right? You have a tough start for your top path, and then one of your teammates starts full-on trolling. It's just, it's Pokemon Unite when you have a troll on your team and things aren't going well. You already feel like, boy, this is tough. I know I make a big mistake here. I jump in, I tried to stop Venu from scoring, I was just too late, and I eat a massive solar beam and go down. That right there is unfortunate. I probably should have just peeled back, went to the center area and grabbed not either of the buffs, but just a little piece of experience to get myself to 9. I think I make that mistake again if I'm remembering right. Let me see. That might have been it, just getting KO'd down there twice. I can't remember. So now I recognize I need my 9. It's very, very important. And I also see that I can't really do anything top. Top is already being taken. I have 10 points. If I make it bottom with these 10 points, I can score, not break goal, so I'm not giving them any extra experience right now. And it will also get me to 9. Oh, this is what I do. I botched this fight against Duraludon right here. I peel back to grab these berries. Might have been a mistake. And then I start walking through this bottom bush right here. I go back in to fight here, and it just doesn't work out. So it's just kind of one thing after another. I was thinking of, like, was there a good way to get away here? Should I have, like, tried to just recall in the bush? Either way, we screw up. We screwed up top. We screwed up bottom. We're just making some mistakes and getting outplayed a little bit. And then, of course, it's hard when one of your allies is full on quitting. I decide to dive in and try to pick up this KO on Mamoswine there. Another big mistake. So it's just compounding right now. We're behind and we're getting picked off. One thing that's true is if we get one of these KOs, we evolve immediately, get a Unite move, and can get a massive play against the enemy team. But in general, I shouldn't even have went and fought it. I should have just got my experience, got my 9. So it's a lot of mistakes up top. Now you can see my allies just, you know, he's upset. He's just trying to take all my farms, trying to take our jungler's farm. It is what it is. You get a really bad player. They're trying to surrender at 5 minutes, but obviously we don't do that. Can you imagine if we did that and I go, that's all of the video, we surrendered. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We ended up surrendering. This fight looks like something that we can make happen here. I'm thinking about uniting. I'd like the rest of the squad there. I decide to pull out of this fight, back up, and try to pick up this KO on Scissor. We get it. I did not see that solar beam. Had I seen that solar beam, I would have been more aggressive with my Unite move right there. I wanted to save it for an objective fight. So that was kind of my big thought with, you know, the reason I didn't use it there was if Scissor burns that Unite move against me and I don't have to Unite in turn, that's pretty huge. But instead, we probably could have just thrown our Unite right there. Having a really rough start. You know, the level advantage is tough, and the enemy team is coordinated, and our team is not. He's upset that I took his farm. I mean, sometimes these people, man. I muted him earlier, so I don't know. He's probably pinging something. Ping into the void, you silly goose. I move up onto this goal right here. I end up backing up. I was thinking about possibly moving into Unite, but I want to try to use it at the fight, at the objective for the most value I possibly can get. And like I said earlier, you know, Machamp's Unite move gets it extreme value. I dynamic punch in, I line it up so I can get that and get the KO on Cram. I get that with my close combat. I continue fighting here, and unfortunately I'm a little too deep because I'm inside of the flash cannon from Duraludon right there. We do take down Mamoswine, but we're not able to get too much else out of that fight. Of course, we have a nice surrender vote right there, just to remind us that we have someone on our team who is upset, and it's the Slowbro. If my camera pans over, you'll see it's just following Zeraora around, kind of like spinning and being dumb. There he is, just standing there. So we're gonna head up here. We're gonna try to get all this experience on these birds right here. Nice. Looking to get my level 13. Just continuing to farm here. Got my 13. We'll definitely have a Unite move for Ray. And now it's just get strong, get ready for our final fight. We're clearly very far behind. We need to win a final fight. I punched that a little bit. The reason I did that is because I know if Slowbro got near it, he might steal it. So I wanted to chip it up a little bit. Cookie Dough needs her Unite move here. So I let her get the last hits there. She says her Unite move is 82% charged. I jump over to that one because what's the point of not doing it? And now we have an option here to fight over this bottom objective. There's not a lot of time on it, but we probably could take it right here. We're just kind of hiding, seeing if we can bait some enemies out or anything like that. Doesn't look like they're coming down. Regice is up. I actually should have jumped on it a little sooner given the timer, but here we go. And it's going to come right down to the wire here. It's so incredibly close. Close combat, and then boom, just barely, right on time, we get that objective. Jump in, take Duraludon down. He was just in such bad position for us. Slowbro actually decides to fight here. I could have turned and went on to Cramorant, but I wanted to get closer to my team to make sure I could pick off a KO. Unite move coming in. Punch, 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 punch. Jumping right through. We get a nice double right here. I jump in, eject button even to pick up this KO, and that's all 5 of them wiped. My team is now securing center. I know that I can walk away from this and it's going to be secured just fine, so I just walk up to top goal to score on it right now so I can have a goal open. I actually back off of it right there because if you start scoring and then get the Ray Shield, you keep at that slow scoring speed. I'm going to try to help Cookie Dough score here. Jump in, punch, punch, punch. Cookie Dough loses her shield, but I end up punching that guy in the face. I am your shield. Score a little bit in the top. And now I'm coming down here to see if I can help with this. Punching this Cramorant. Cram goes down. And here we go. Fighting this Scissor right here. Scissor's in a weird spot in this meta, man. Scissor is not doing too well. It's weird. Nice Solar Beam right there. Really chips us up. I get the KO on Scissor. I might go down here. Yes, I do. Just another one of those big solar beams ripping us apart. We got 45 seconds left, and you know, it's actually not outside of the realm of possibility. If they got a big KO on the whole team, they could do something here. I don't know how much we're up, but they've scored a lot on us. I think we're up by a sizable amount at this point, but let's say at a minute there, they just wipe all of us. They could run in and make something happen. Nice KO. They're now going to be running towards our goals. We're not up. Nice surrender vote from our resident good player. And we see Cramorant jumping bottom. I don't know if anyone else on the team makes it close. No, they don't. Oh, I remember what happens. I jump bottom, I see Cram and Venu, I unite, and I try to punch one of them in the face. Do I get any punches? A little bit. Got a few punches in the face. Scissor runs center to score, and that is the end of the match right there. A match where we were behind, we made some mistakes early, but we didn't quit. We just kept farming, getting our experience, got ourselves ready for a fight, and even though we had a full-on troll teammate and we had a tough beginning, you know, you just make sure that you put yourself in the best position to win the entire match. And there we go. We end up winning the whole thing. Good job, the team members who actually played the game. Taking a look at our numbers here, we did 86k, highest on the team. We also had our Clefable healing up 100. I end up reporting the Slowbro for griefing. I think I even call it griefing. Let's see what I call it. What do I call it? I call it grief. Griefing. And there's the report. So there you go. Playing from behind with a build that actually still has a pretty good win rate. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will see you all very, very soon.